13th day of April, schools are canceled or delayed, major highways are closed, and cars are stuck in deep snow or they're spinning out on that ice, and it's not even over yet.
We have live team coverage on this massive storm system, starting with a live look up in Devil's Lake.
That's where we find the Valley Today's JC Dodd and photojournalist Bree Bolin there for us this morning. Good morning, JC.
Jordan, we're still here in Devil's Lake, and just within the past 45 minutes, we had sleet about an hour ago. It has now transitioned to more of a fluffy, heavier snow right now. But one thing that has been very consistent all morning long is how heavy these winds are. They are very strong, blowing this snow consistently. And this is a look at Highway 2 right now. There is a no travel advisory where we are here in Devil's Lake and much of North Dakota, but Highway 2 right now is closed. The plows are out trying to keep it clear, but with the slick conditions, how cold it is absolutely an ice skating rink on this side road that we're on right now. That's what Highway 2 is. It is very slick out there, completely snow covered with these plows trying to keep up, trying to clear the roads. But with how much snow is coming down and how consistent it has been all yesterday afternoon into last night and again this morning, it is continuing to pile up. And a big thing are these massive snow drifts. We cannot get out of this frontage road right here because of how tall these drifts are. It's very risky travel out here. So no travel advised here in Devil's Lake. Now we're going to stay out here throughout the rest of this morning and this afternoon and continue to monitor these conditions as the snow and the wind continues to just pummel Devil's Lake.
Yeah, intense conditions out there this morning. JC Dodd reporting live. Thank you. And we want to get a check of that forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green leading our team coverage on these several First Alert weather days. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Here's another live view where JC is. Devil's Lake. You can see it's looking very white here. We've got that fresh snow that's fallen, coming down, snow that we are dealing with as well, and that wind, that combo going to be an issue. And into Minnesota, here's a view from a Plow up along Highway 59 in the Lancaster area. The road surface completely covered with snow, not even some tire tracks here. So working on getting that cleared off. You can see in the distance it's looking a little bit fuzzy. We've got some snow still coming down in these areas too in northwest Minnesota. So this is what you may encounter if you're thinking about hitting the roads this morning. Here's a look at the latest radar. Let's start in northeastern North Dakota. Grand Forks here. We're under some areas of snow, maybe a little bit of mixed precipitation just west of there in central Grand Forks County. Devil's Lake, JC was mentioning the flakes are getting a little bigger. Well, if you look around, we've got the name here blocking some of our view, but if you look around it, you can see these little pockets of dark blue. That's where we're looking at the potential for a heavier snowfall rate going on. Some of that happening up in Towner County too, and then west from there in the more widespread areas of snow. And then we have these pockets that have been developing, almost like a rain or thunder shower would be developing here, where we've got these areas. Here's a rain shower in just west of Monoman right now, where we're seeing them develop, get intense for a time. And in fact, we had some thunder snow in northwestern parts of Polk County here just a little bit ago this morning. So we're seeing that both on the rainy side of this and then in areas where we're looking at that still being snow. Of course, the farther north this goes, the cooler air it's running into. So we're seeing that changeover happen. But even down toward Detroit Lakes, you might be running into some raindrops at the moment. Fargo Moorhead on the quiet side yet again, once again missing out on the action here this morning. And the Southern Valley right now, and eventually over to the east as well into Lakes Country, this is where we're going to be in a bit of a break as we're looking at an area of low pressure, the heart of it, the center of the system now over the Southern Valley. And as that continues to make its way through here today, anyone kind of in the heart of that low will have a relative break or breather from the intense weather. So we're looking at less chances for heavy snow or rain, and the wind will ease up for a time. It may just be for a couple of hours, but that was going to happen here today. Notice how we still have this large area of snow around Bismarck, Minot, up in the Devil's Lake Basin and north of the border. And over in the Devil's Lake area is where blizzard conditions will be ongoing. That's where we have gusts above 30 miles per hour, above 40 miles per hour at times. And check out our visibility there. Less than a mile from Carrington through Devil's Lake and up toward Langdon. Elsewhere, seeing visibility drops. We even have some fog down in the southeast where we don't have any precipitation, but still a lot of moisture in the air. So again, an energetic, dynamic storm system here, bringing about all sorts of weather to the valley. And as we take a look at our afternoon planner, temperatures above freezing in the southwest, still cold in the north and west. where we're keeping that snow that we just picked up yesterday around for the valley. So today, be prepared for areas of snow that are still heavy in the northwest, otherwise not as widespread for the precipitation, though we're dealing with some active weather this morning in the north. And similar situation for the wind that starts picking up in Fargo this afternoon and into tonight. And once that happens, we'll start to see a northwesterly wind bring in a chance for some snow wrapping around that low tonight and widespread snow showers into the day for tomorrow. And that's when it gets much more active for places like Fargo. And here's a quick look at what we can expect for additional snowfall. Places that haven't seen any by the time this ends could have a couple of inches and much more to the northwest. Jordan.
Yeah, a lot to go over, and that's impacting your travel. Let's check those road maps here this morning. North Dakota, almost the entire state is in a no travel advisory at this hour. Let's outline it. We're talking all across the Canadian border, except for 2 counties in northwestern North Dakota, down on Montana, all across South Dakota. And then here's where we kind of start to have some lines in between McIntosh, Logan, and Lemoore and Dickey counties, and then between Stutzman and Barn counties, and then north on over to Trail County and all the way up along the Red River. Everything that we are shading in red here right now this morning is a no travel advisory. It is a solid 90% of the state that is in that right now. 3 counties in our viewing area are currently in a travel alert. I'm going to outline them in purple for you. Those are the ones that we jutted around with our drawing here. That is Barnes County, Dickey County, and Lemoore County this morning. They are in travel alerts. And then what we're talking about in Cass County and Richland County this morning, those are just wet roads. That's because it's mostly rain around here right now. However, if that temperature does dip, we know the rain can turn to ice real quick, so you need to be careful when you are out there this morning. I-29 closed. Fargo to the Canadian border. I-94 closed. Jamestown to Montana. Taking a look at Minnesota, northwestern Minnesota, closer to the Canadian border is where we're seeing some issues this morning. Thief River Falls, East Grand Forks, Carlston, Stephen, Hallock. You're all dealing with some fully to partially covered roads. And then take a look down here. Lisa showed it on the map with what is going through on that radar right now. Lakes Country dealing with rain. Their roads are seasonal right now this morning, so they don't have much to worry about yet. However, this is a big system and there could be problems later on, so make sure you stay with us right here on the Valley today throughout the morning and throughout the week as we keep you updated on this weather system. Phoenix?
A Manville, North Dakota man has been ticketed for crashing into the back of a snowplow during the blizzard in the Northern Valley. The Highway Patrol says the plow was in the convoy on I-29 yesterday afternoon when Jeffrey Layberg hit the back of the truck and was ticketed for reckless driving. The 2 men are seriously injured after sliding into an icy highway onto a pickup. It all happened yesterday afternoon near Minto in Walsh County. State troopers say a driver lost control of his car and slid sideways into the truck. Both men in the car are being treated for serious injuries. A child in the pickup had minor injuries. Winter storm conditions are disrupting school times for the umpteenth time here in the Valley.
We have heard from nearly 50 districts so far this morning. They're either canceling, delaying, or even going virtual. Among those canceling are Grand Forks Public Schools, UND in Grand Forks, and Jamestown and Devils Lake Public Schools. The delays include East Grand Forks and Valley City Public Schools, along with Valley City State University.
And there are many more things that also could change throughout this morning, so check out the latest information on air and online. New this morning, Fargo police want help finding a missing teenager.
13-year-old Ashlika Gali was last seen leaving her house around 4:45 yesterday evening. Take a look, picture up on your screen right now. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Fargo police.
A Pelican Rapids shooting suspect is behind bars after 2 days on the run. Fufthasa Protain was arrested yesterday in Redwood County, Minnesota after a short police chase. He was wanted in connection with a shooting Sunday that left a man with an injured leg.
A Florida man who stole more than 60 golf carts in 7 states is now going to prison for 2 years. The FBI started investigating Nathan Nelson after the Cass County Sheriff's Office asked for help solving a series of thefts. Nelson stole at least 63 golf carts worth about $283,000. 5 North Dakota daycare centers may have to shut down this weekend after the state issued an order to revoke their operating license. Several parents tell Valley News Live that they made reports with Child Protective Services and the licensing department about a variety of trouble they saw with the Learning Circle daycare chain.
The North Dakota Department of Human Services says the Learning Center current owner chooses not to repeal the eviction. The department has received the required paperwork for potential new owner by Saturday. All the 5 centers they're going to need to close. President Biden is suspending a federal rule to allow more ethanol gasoline this summer. White House officials say it could reduce the price of the pump by 10 cents a gallon.
The Environmental Protection Agency will allow up to 15% ethanol mixed in. That's up from the 10%. E15 is banned during the summer months over concerns that combined with the hotter weather, it can contribute to more smog. Dates for Cleanup Week in the Metro have now been set. It's happening in West Fargo, May 2nd through the 6th.
In Fargo and Moorhead, you can get rid of items over 2 weeks, May 2nd through the 6th and 9th through the 13th, depending on your recycling week.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. We have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather for you coming up on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a safe morning out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.